In this video, I will show you how Bookbowl Studio works. I'm going to explain how you can create low-content books using Bookbowl so that even if you don't have any experience, you will know exactly how to get started after you watch this video. Now here's what I'll show you. I'll show you how to get started with Bookbowl Studio. Then I'm going to show you how to add in your cover page. Finally, in this beginner's guide, I will show you how to add in your book interior. Simply said, after watching this Bookbowl guide, you will be able to create a book in Bookbowl Studio. Now, if you want to follow along this tutorial, please do make sure to click the link down below to sign up for an absolute free trial. There will be a discount code for you, but more on that later. Now, to get into the more technical stuff, we're going to come over to bookbowl.io. Okay, this is Bookbowl's main page, and this is where we're going to log in. Okay, so here you can see Meet Bookbowl, start your 3-day free trial, etc. So obviously, we're just going to go here and click on login. Now, once you basically click on login, it's going to bring you to this tutorials page over here where I already am. So here's where it's going to bring you, okay? And this is where you're going to see on the left hand side, and it's going to look confusing in the start. You're going to probably wonder, where am I right now? Don't worry, it's pretty simple and it's pretty easy because this is the research toolbar. Now in the research toolbar is where you're going to get the research features of Bookbowl, okay? So here you can get tutorials regarding Bookbowl like product search, seller search, cloud, etc. On the left hand side, you can get the actual products, which tutorials you see up here. So you get products, seller, cloud, book scout, favorites, keywords, KDP categories, KDP spy, book lister. You're probably wondering what all these things do. So in summary, products basically gives you the different KDP books that are online. So if you were to go on products and you search a keyword, basically it's going to give you those products. So, like say I searched the dog keyword, it's going to give me products with that keyword. On seller, you can keep tabs. So in seller, basically all you're going to do is you're going to take any seller name and then you're going to add it over here. And what that will do is it will give you that seller's every single book. And this is for the competitive people out there who like to compete with their fellow uploaders. Then there's cloud, which is the most important feature of the research section. Okay, in this feature, you can obviously, check your top 100. Categorize it to notebook, storybook. You can choose the bestseller rank range. Bestseller rank is obviously how much it ranks in the bestsellers, obviously, and then you can set the price range and then obviously search it up. So this basically gives you all the necessary data about a top 100 book. Okay, so this is pretty vital. Book Scout is basically just to scout books. Okay, you can just put in a random book's ASIN number, which is basically just like a social security number. Like you have a unique social security number for yourself. That way, a book has a unique ASIN to itself. Then there's favorites, where you can find your favorite books that you favorited yourself. There's keywords, where you can find similar keywords to a keyword that you want to find out. There's KDP categories, where if you add a keyword, you can get different categories of that keyword. There's KDP spy, which is an add-on that you can add onto your Chrome or Opera or whatever you use. And then you can use that to browse the Amazon store for different books. So yeah. That's basically what these features are, and these you can find on the left-hand side. But obviously, the main feature that we're here to talk about is this. You're going to switch from research to create, and you're going to go to Bookbowl Studio, okay? Now, once we click on Bookbowl Studio, it basically, as you can see, it takes you into loading, and it takes you through a few processes, okay? Now, it's going to open up a certain, you could say, blank canvas, okay? And in that blank canvas, we're going to need to, put in some work. Now, as you can see, it opened up a project that I was previously working on. So, this is basically your main creation studio. Now, if something like this opens for you, which it won't if you've never used Bookbowl Studio before, but, just in general, go on project up here in the top left, then click on new project. Now, once you do that, basically what you will do is you're going to come to project type and you're going to choose paperback cover. Now you're probably wondering what this is. Paperback cover is basically you only editing the cover of a page. And paperback basically means, exactly what it means. Paperback, which is, you could say, a digital form of a storybook. A hardcover is obviously a hard book cover, just like any novel out there. That's hardcover. So we're just going to go with paperback and cover. Then you obviously get your project name. I'm going to call it example. Okay. Once we do that, then you have your trim size. Now, trim size matters a lot because trim size is, the size of the page where you add your things. So I just recommend, 8.5 by 8.5, the best size in my opinion. It's a square size and good for storybooks. Then there's obviously the interior and page type. I would always recommend going with premium color interior if you want to go with a fun little kids book. And once you do that, you're going to change the page count to 30. And once all of that is done, just go ahead and click on create. Now, once that is done, it's going to create a template of the details you put in, and it opened up 30 pages of it. Now, basically, this is your base template of a cover. Now, this is the template that you can now actually change. Okay, on this example, we're mainly going to be focusing on creating, a cover. But obviously, if we go in templates, you can see that you can actually add different things to the page. So, just as an example, let's say I'm going to add this journal page. So if you do that, look at that. It's going to add that journal vibe to it. But obviously, I don't want that right now. So I'm going to remove that. But yeah, that's basically how you're going to change template. You can change this template. And yeah, we're going to be mainly focusing on creating a paperback cover. Now, to basically work with this, what we're going to do is we're going to upload the front and back cover of our book. Now, I have already made a front and back cover for my book, okay? I made it through Canva, and I would recommend that you do the same, okay? Because Canva is an amazing artistic software that you can use to create any type of art. So I used Canva to make these covers for myself. Now, you're probably wondering, how will I upload some, external cover on my computer? All you're going to do is you're going to come up here where it says file library. Okay, you're going to open that. You're going to click on upload image. Okay, and once you do that, we're going to go here. So here you can see, here's my cover that I've made. And look at that. It fits perfectly. But do remember that we need to fill these pink sections as well. We cannot leave them blank. So fill in the pink sections, but just don't run out of the green sections. Okay, so the green grid is, I'm pretty sure we are inside the green grid. Yeah. Wait, let me just fix this. Let me just fix the alignment and everything, and then we should be good to discuss this. Yeah, there we go. So as you can see, here's our first base cover. Okay, and again, as I stated, you can keep this inside the green lines if you want to, but obviously that will make the cover a bit smaller. So I would recommend keeping it, with the pink lines. But again, if you want a smaller and more compact cover, you can keep it in the green lines. So I'm going to keep it in the green lines for this example only. So we're going to keep it here. And yeah, looks perfectly aligned. So there you go. I uploaded my front cover. Now I'm going to go and upload my back cover. So I'm going to click on upload image, and there's my back cover. So I'm just going to upload that right here, and I'm going to adjust that accordingly. And there we go. I think that looks pretty fantastic. I like what it, gives out. So yeah, this is my front cover. This is my back cover that I used Canva to make, and they look pretty decent. And this is the type of art you can expect from Canva when you're working with it. So once you upload your front and back cover, I will emphasize on this, you will have to ensure that the images cover the entire area and do not extend beyond the green line, which is basically your cutoff line. Okay, that's where your pages are going to get cut. So the importance of positioning the back cover correctly is really important. Like, the front cover is obviously important as it is because it's the front cover and we don't want to cut out any, element, graphic, or text. But when it comes to the back cover, do make sure to align it properly, because obviously there's a barcode that comes behind your story once it gets published. Okay, the publisher puts up a barcode behind the book. Now, what happens is if your book is not positioned correctly, the barcode is not scanned properly because the book goes one way through the scanner, okay? They don't change the direction of the scanner just for your specific book. So if the back cover is, twisted a bit, then obviously it will not scan your book. So I would always recommend to have a proper, feel for your scanner and have a proper aligned back cover so you can get, the proper barcode and not avoid the barcode area. Now, once we've discussed about this and uploaded the book cover, let's do some adjustments to our cover. Now, on this left-hand side, you can see that we can do a few things. Now, for one of those few things is obviously we can add headings. Now, as you can see, I already have my heading on this side, but we can just add something over here, So, as you can see, I clicked on the text box, I clicked on heading, and look at that. You can add headings. So let's give some subtitles to the bees, okay? So there you go. You can add some bzzz, or, right here, if, I didn't have this over here, you can add that heading over here. You get the point. So as you can see, you can add headings, and there's different types of fonts as well. You can add regular multi-line text, circular text, bridge text, text with variants, etc., etc. So once we've discussed about that, you can change your paper color if you want to. Okay, now paper color, let's say I'm gonna enable blending, and look at that. You can change the paper color. Now, in general, I'm gonna keep the blending off, but just to give you an example, you can see that this is the type of coloring that you can do. You can go with a very light theme, a very dark theme, and same for this page. As you can see, enable the blending, and look at that. If you want to go with a very, subtle dark theme, you can go with this, or you can, change the colors up a bit, give it a blue vibe if you want to, give it a magenta vibe, give it maybe, it's a bee, so give it a bit of a greenish, yellowish vibe, I guess. Whatever rose your boat. For now, obviously, I'm going to disable the blending, but yeah, this is how you can change your paper color if you want to. And then finally, you can also add elements. Now, elements are, different shapes, ellipses, circles, stars, lines, and there's tons and tons of different things. Pac-Man, crown, whatever this means. But yeah, you get the point. So let's see what shape does. So you're going to do this. You're going to add this here. You're probably wondering, what is this person doing? Trust me, you're going to want to find out. So what a shape does is it defines a text, okay? I'm going to make this text white. I'm going to bring it here, and I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to bring this backward. And look at that. And now I can set this text accordingly like this. So look at this. That's how you can add shapes, and shapes can obviously give your picture a very inspiring look, or you can also use them as artistic elements. So let's say I'm going to do this. And you can see these circles over here, right? Let's say I'm going to choose a very similar color to them, or you can use the pipette to match this color that you can see, okay? So once you chose, look at that. Now, doesn't that look flawless? So I just used the pipette to match that color scheme of mine, and look at that stuff. Like, isn't that amazing? So, you can do all this stuff, add all these elements, and, really get the look in your page. And this is how you're also going to use the pipette tool, okay? The pipette tool is a very friendly tool, okay? The pipette is your friend, trust me. Because if you want to, blend in the colors, like, let's say, this bee has a lot of, dimples over here. Now, we want to match the color of the dimples. Just click on that and look at this. And now if I bring this over here and I blend it into the dimple, you can't tell. Or, maybe we want to give it a little tummy dimple as well, just to give you an example. So you can see how uncanny it makes it. But for now, you know what? I'm just going to keep it in this circle because it was looking nice. But yeah, this is the power of the pipette tool, that it can blend into any color, which is absolutely wild when you think about it. And it's really useful when it comes to, adding elements in your books and all that stuff. Really amazing, really great stuff. Now, once we've talked about, the pipette tool, changing paper colors, adding headings, adding elements, I'm also going to show you how you can set the paper color, which is basically your background color. Now, when it comes to your paper or background color, which is this color right here, you're just going to click on this background, Okay, and once you click on this background, you can see that you get this over here. And once you change these colors, obviously the color of your background will automatically change. But obviously, because we already have a color, then it doesn't make sense to, change your basic background color. But you can also, change colors for your elements as so. So, you get the general idea of it. So I'm just going to keep this one yellow. We're going to bring this here and I'm going to keep it a bit of a yellow. Yeah, there we go. So once we do this and once we've, given our page a bit of a look, you know what? I'm going to blend this with this. Yeah, there we go. Use the pipette tool, bring this to that, click on OK, use this, pipette, come here, click on this. Look at that. It has a pretty nice sense to it. Now, once we've done all of this, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to download my book cover. Now, you're probably wondering, there's quite a lot of different things over here. So what do we have to download it in? Now, always download it in CMYK, which is best for printed books. Now, if you want to, make ebooks, then RGB is best, but obviously CMYK in my opinion. So I'm going to click on download current page, CMYK. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I doing this? Basically, this is to show you what it's going to look like in professional print font when it actually comes out, because most people have their, disbeliefs that maybe the quality is going to drop or something like that, which, trust me, I have that feeling too. So why not? Let's, check it together. Let's actually see what the page actually looks like, because, the paranoia is going to disappear the second that we both see what we have actually come up with. Okay. And trust me, this cover that I'm going to show you, this is like on the level of some of the top, Amazon KDP covers that you can see out there. And you saw that I just made it through Canva and, did some adjustments on BookBolt. And, it was free for me to download. So as you can see, it says your download should have, there we go. So there's my download. I'm going to open this up and look at that. Look at the quality of this cover. And as you can see, it also changed the background color that I set to. So the background color that I set was, there we go, this color. And look at the background color in this, the same color. So how cool and amazing is that? So look at the cover, how crazy this looks. And this is the cover that you will use for Amazon KDP. And trust me, this will take you to a lot of places. And this will make you a lot of money because Amazon KDP makes you a lot of money. So once we've discussed about this, let's talk about adding interior pages into our book. So we're going to stay here. And to add interior pages, if necessary, like obviously this is just for your cover, but if in the case that you actually want to add interior pages, what we are going to be doing for that is we're going to go on the same project. Okay. So in this project, what you're going to do is basically we're going to add a new page. So to add a new page, there's a lot of things you can do. Okay, so first of all, you're going to go into your templates and you're going to go with blank with page number. Okay, and you're going to add that. And you can add that to quite a few pages if you want to, but I'm just giving you a general example of how you can, actually use templates. So, one or two of these things. Or if you, want this to be done easier for yourself, to add interior pages, just go here, click on project, because obviously we've already made our cover, right? So we don't really want to add our cover again to another project. So already our cover has a PDF. So what we're going to do now is we're going to click on new project. We're going to go on paperback and interior. Now, once you go on that, again, same thing. I'm going to go with 8.5 by 8.5 premium color, give it 30 pages, and I'm going to go ahead and click on create project. Again, yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot the project name. I'm going to call it X2, which means example 2. Now, once we do this, what's going to happen from here is that you can either add individual pages or a complete PDF can be uploaded. Now, obviously, I showed you that we can add individual pages. Like, let's say if I were to come here, file library, obviously this is an individual page because this is just a PNG. So as you can see, you can add an individual page of a book like this because obviously this is my cover, but let's say this was a page and I have it in PNG form. So you can add it like this, individually. Or if you want to add a whole book, okay, you're just going to click on upload PDF Okay, you're gonna go with paperback interior. Okay, you're gonna go with this, click on choose PDF file, and then you're gonna finally choose the PDF that you want to upload. And as you can see, I've chosen the PDF that I want to upload. You're gonna wait for it to upload. And when the complete PDF is uploaded, what you can do from there is you're gonna click on submit. As you can see, it's done. You're going to click on all pages, click on submit. And what this will do is in a whole like straight queue line, it's going to start lining up the pages just as it is in your PDF. And why that's better for, your BookBolt editor is because it gives you a sense of reality. And obviously, we already have our cover, but you can also add cover in this case if you want to. So as you can see, you have all these pages. So, one by one, start selecting them all because they're already in the file library. So, there's the first page, then you're gonna save this. And once it's saved, move on to the second page. You're in the second page, come here, same thing, file library, add the photo, save it. Third page, then same thing, go to file library, third photo, save page, and so on and so on. So this is basically it. And I do need to tell you that maintaining page order is really important because if you don't maintain page order, what's going to happen is obviously everything's going to be mumble jumbled, and when it comes out in printing, it's all going to be messed up and people are just not going to like it, because like the last page is going to be on the first page will be in the middle page will be on the eighth page will be the last page. So you get the point. It's all going to be jumbled up and no one's going to like that. So yeah, the importance of maintaining page order is uncanny. Like you need to check that stuff out before clearing this in. So once we've discussed about adding our interior pages, let's talk about some of the more features, okay? There are a lot of other features in BookBolt as well that I briefly explained to you before, okay? So first of all is obviously your elements. Now, even though element is an additional feature that doesn't really need to be added, like there's no sudden desire of it to be added, but if you do add it, it gives you a special, relief that, hey, I have some good stuff in my, book. So let's say, there's a lot of bees over here. Let's say I want to add a butterfly, I feel like adding a butterfly just to give it a sense of, a nice touch. So let's say I'm going to add this butterfly over here right beside the log, just as so. And you can know that, yeah, I can add a lot of things in this design by just, bringing a design up on it. And again, as I told you, if the colors don't match, that's totally okay. Just click on this color, choose the pipette, go with the brown color that it gives, and look at that. And, just because it's a children's storybook, to give it a fun little thing going on, you can, make a shocked face on the beehive or something like that. And yeah, these are your shapes. And then obviously there's text. And in the text, you get tons and tons of different options: headings, regular text, circular text, bridge text, text with variants. So let's say in this case, I'm going to go with text with variants. Okay. And you can play around with the text. As you can see, you can mirror it, you can invert it, you can, add any type of other external text that you want to add if you want to. Okay. And the fun part about this is that there's also a lot of different styles and variants in text. So light, light italic, regular italic, semi-bold, bold, extra bold, etc., etc. And then obviously there's your text colors that you can change if you want to. And obviously in the end, there's fonts. So there's the basic default Open Sans, there's a Baja Libre, April Face, and then there's tons and tons of more fonts that you can choose from. Do not shy off from checking them out. And do remember to explore and experiment with these features, because who knows, these designs may lead your KDP to be one of the best top sellers out there. So do explore this stuff. You may find something that you will love. Okay. So yeah, basically that's about it for this BookBolt Studio tutorial. Okay. So if we were to go over what we did, okay, we basically created a project, okay, 8.5 by 8.5 trim size, premium color interior, page count 30. Now, once we did that, we added our cover. Okay, and as I showed you, the cover is right here. You can look at it. It's pretty amazing, looks pretty artistic, looks pretty nice, and I enjoy it. Okay, I like it a lot. Then, obviously, I told you that once you made the cover, it's time to make the interior. So to make the interior, what you did was that we made the same thing, 8.5 by 8.5. Then what we did was added pages from our file library into the thing. And then again, in the end, what you're going to do is use your elements text, and once you're finalized it all, you're going to click on download current project in CMYK, and that will download it obviously for printed books. So it's going to be pretty great and pretty incredible stuff. And yeah, that's basically about it. So if you want to try out BookBolt for yourself, I will leave my personal link down below, which will get you a 3-day free trial. And if you want to get the premium plan, then please do use my coupon code Creator20 for 20% discount. I will repeat that again, Creator20. It's Creator20. Okay, use Creator20 to get a 20% discount now on the premium plan. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. Now, if you enjoyed this video, drop down a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to see more helpful videos like this, let me know down in the comments below and I'll make more for you. But yeah, that's pretty much about it though. Thank you for watching till the end, and I will see all of you incredible people next time. Goodbye.